Hey guys, welcome to your week 7 flow. Today we're going to be working on glutes, core, and upper back. All you need today is a long band like this. We're going to be using this for upper back work, and then if you do have access to a loop band, we're going to use that too. If not, you can just tie a circle around your knees using your long band. We're going to start with a 3-exercise warm-up, do our block of work. Each exercise will be roughly 1 minute worth of work, and then we'll get into our cool down to finish it off. All right, guys, let's get started. We're gonna start by warming up our posterior chain and doing what we call good mornings. So I'll show you from a side view. I want you to do a prisoner pose. So hands behind your head, and you're going to extend your hips back. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Come up and give your glutes a squeeze. Let's do that again. Extend back. Stand up, give your glutes a good squeeze. I love this exercise for activating our hamstrings and our glutes, and then also our upper back. When our hands are in this position, it really allows our upper back to be targeted, and it just turns on our whole posterior chain. So I want you to think about hinging your hips back like you're closing a car door with your butt. This is going to really activate your hamstrings, and then give your glutes a squeeze at the top. Let's do one more. Awesome. Okay, now let's take it to the mat. We're going to do some quadruped reach throughs. So we're going to be in an all-four position, and then you're going to reach your right arm through and sort of just thread the needle. Good. Come up, switch sides. Let's do 3 each side. Good. This is a really good upper back stretch. Just kind of gets things warm. We're not holding this because we are just warming up. So we want to do more of a dynamic movement. Awesome. Okay. In our last warm up, we're going to do a quadruped wrist stretch. A lot of the exercises we're doing today are in all fours and weight bearing on our hands. So we really want to get our wrists and our forearms warmed up. So what I want you to do is just go on all fours, and I want you to slowly just turn your wrists so your fingertips are facing towards your knees. And you can rock back just nice and carefully and slowly. You don't want to do this one too hard or fast because you're really going to feel that in your wrist. And just kind of do circles over your wrist, play around with it, do what feels comfortable. Just get that wrist nice and warmed up. Good. One more time. Before we start our bulk of work, we're going to start today with a standing bent over row. So what I want you to do is grab your band and stand up, and I'll show this in multiple views today. So I want you to step on your band, just like that, and then you're going to do another hip hinge. I'll turn to the side to show you. A hip hinge to start, okay? I want you to engage your core in that bent over position, and then when you're ready, I want you to throw your elbows back. You're gonna bend your elbows up and back, like you're elbowing somebody that's behind you. Keeping your elbows nice and in line with your body while you're doing this. I also want you to feel like you're taking your shoulder blades and squeezing them towards your spine. We're engaging your rhomboids and all those periscapular muscles. Really important if you're breastfeeding or feeding your baby, because we do everything in the front position. We're always holding our baby in the front. Keep on going here. I'm going to show you a front view. We're holding our babies in the front. We're feeding them in the front. Everything is happening in front of us. So we really want to switch it up and strengthen our upper back and posterior chain. All right, excellent. You can stop there. All right, for the next one, we're going to continue to work our upper back with a band. We're going to go in an all-four position, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. So I want you to wrap the band around your left hand to start, and then you're going to go down on your left knee. I want you to extend your right leg out. We're going to take the band and choke up a little bit so you have a little bit of tension on the band, and then you're going to row back, kind of like you're about to start a lawnmower. I want you to think like you're elbowing somebody behind you and pulling back nice and controlled. Think about as you come back, that shoulder blade is getting closer and closer to your spine. Good. This exercise always makes me feel so connected to my upper back. I can really feel what I'm working on here. Good, let's do 2 more this side and then we're gonna switch. 1, 2, excellent. Let's switch sides. So you're gonna continue to choke up on this, wrap it around your right hand. Put your right hand down on the mat, left leg extended long. Choke up just as much as you want to get that tension on the band. We're gonna do the same thing, left side. You're gonna pull back like you're starting a lawnmower, bringing that shoulder blade towards your spine. This should be our last targeted upper back exercise. So hang in there. I know we've been working it a lot. Good, really utilizing your breathing. Good, think about drawing that shoulder blade towards your spine every single time. Let's do 2 more. 1, 2. Great job, guys. Okay, next we're gonna do a clamshell. Working our glutes, a banded bridge with a clamshell. So you're gonna take your loop band or your long band, tie a loop around your knees. You're gonna put the band right above your knees. You're gonna lay yourself back on the mat. And we're gonna do a glute bridge. So what we're gonna do is have our feet firmly planted on the ground. We're gonna squeeze our glutes to initiate the movement, and we're gonna slowly come up. At the top, I want you to perform a clamshell. So abduct your knees and then come back down. And repeat. So we're gonna come up just until you feel like your glutes are stopping you, clamshell, and back down. So with this, we're working our gluteus maximus, that's our largest glute muscle, pushing us up, and then our gluteus medius when we abduct our knees and do the clamshell. Your gluteus medius is a great hip stabilizing muscle, so really important to work. What I don't want to see is hyperextending your back, because then you start to really only feel it in your low back. We just want to do what your glutes are capable of doing. Another great tip for this exercise, when you do your clamshell, you shouldn't be dipping back down. You want to try and maintain the height. Good, let's do 3 more. Good. All right, roll on up. For your next exercise, we're gonna do another glute exercise. So we're gonna do quadruped on all 4, hip extension. So I'll show you from this angle. So we're gonna do both sides. You're gonna be in an all 4 position. I want you to engage your core. So you're gonna bring your belly button towards your spine using your breath. And I want you to extend. First right, then left. We're gonna be alternating. Right, left. So again, we're using that gluteus maximus to extend our leg back. All right. I always say to my patients, with the exercises like these, I want you to pretend like you have a cup on your back, a cup of water that you don't want to spill. What I don't want you to do is be rotating out. Just keep your back nice and sturdy. Good, let's do 2 more each side. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Awesome. Okay, let's kick that band off. We're gonna start to get into our core exercises now. So we're gonna do a downward dog to a plank. We don't wanna jump right into planks, but we are gonna start to progress into doing those high planks and holding them for a period of time. But we're gonna break it up by doing down dog. So I will demonstrate. So we're gonna come back into a down dog. Your knees are slightly wider than your feet. Get a good stretch, and then we're gonna pop up on our toes, and you're gonna hold the plank. Good, and then you're gonna come back and you can begin. Feel a good stretch, and then we're gonna pop up, really feeling that core engage, using your breath to bring your belly button towards your spine, and then come back. Good, nice and sturdy. Come back, let's do 2 more. Good, last one, feel a good stretch. Awesome. Okay, next up we're gonna do some banded side lying lateral raises. Work our shoulders and still our upper back a little. So you're gonna wrap the band around one hand, and we're gonna come down on our left forearm. So I wrapped the band around my left hand. I'm gonna come down on my left forearm. You can either stack your knees or extend one knee out. I like to keep my leg out just because it makes me feel a little more stable. And then you're gonna hold the band, wrap it around your right hand a few times just to choke up. And then we're gonna do lateral raises, really targeting that lateral delt. So we're gonna raise our arm up and back down nice and slow. Our left hand is our anchor point. So we wanna keep that really sturdy. And you should immediately start to feel that side of that shoulder really light up. Good. Do 4 more. 3. 2 more. Good. Start to maybe feel a little bit of a shake. And 1 more. Good, let's switch sides. So we're gonna go down on our right forearm now. Right hand, you have wrapped around a band. And then you're gonna choke up as little or as much as you want it to make this exercise challenging. You're gonna extend your left arm just in front of your left knee. Extend that leg out, and let's begin. We're gonna come up, back down nice and slow. Really resist fighting that band, just snapping you back down. That's eccentric work, and so that's really important for building muscle. It also can cause a little bit of muscle soreness, so if you feel soreness tomorrow, that is why. And that's totally normal. Back up, you have about 5 more. 2 more. Probably see I'm starting to shake a little bit. Good, and just 1 more. Excellent, okay. We can get rid of the band for the rest of the class. We're gonna do 2 core exercises and then wrap up with a cool down. So our second to last exercise is a bird dog. So we're gonna be in that all 4 position, hands and knees, and we're gonna be alternating legs and arms, opposite legs and arms. So first, we need to engage our core. So find that deep core, take a deep breath in, exhale, drawing that belly button in towards your spine, and then we're gonna extend our right arm, left leg, and switch. Left arm, right leg, switch. And I want you to just keep on alternating, maintaining that core connection. What I don't want to see you do is really rotating or extending to that low back like I just did. Really think about having that glass of water on your low back, like you don't want to spill it. And if you have to modify or slow down, that's totally fine. Anytime with core work, we'd rather do it slow and modify to do it right. Good, let's do 3 more. One more each side. Awesome. Okay. And last up, we're going to do a modified dead bug. So with this, I want you to lay on your back. And you're, again, going to find that deep core connection. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale and find your TA engage. That's your deep core muscle right inside your hip bones. You're going to draw your back gently and press it gently into the mat. And then I want you to lift your arms up overhead. I want you to extend your left leg and your right arm. And we're going to alternate, always keeping one foot down on the mat. This is a great exercise that we can progress over time as your core just gets stronger in that postpartum period. Good. Continue to engage that core. I don't want to see any low back arching, no raising up of that low back. Just keep it pressed to the mat, especially as you start to fatigue. 4 more. One more. Awesome job, guys. Roll on up. Let's cool it down with some stretching. We're going to do a cross-body stretch to start. So take that right arm, bring it across your body. This is going to stretch our upper back, our posterior shoulder. It's just a great upper body stretch. We're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. So don't be alarmed tomorrow if you are a little sore. It's very normal. We activated exercises. We used a band, which is a big progression. Let's switch sides from last week. So if that's new to you, the band work is new to you, you might feel some soreness, and that is perfectly okay. If your soreness exceeds more than 3 days, that's your body telling you might have gone too far. So it's a good time to just kind of pull back for next week, or you can repeat doing this flow and just regressing a little bit, so taking away the band or choking up less. All right, let's do some wrist circles. Let's roll out your circles, your wrists, sorry. So we're gonna go in one direction, and then let's go the other direction. Great job. Rolling out our wrists in a circular motion like this, and any of our body parts, it can just kind of tell our body that we're safe, we're winding down, and we're done exercising. All right, we're gonna end today on our backs with lower trunk rotations. So you're gonna lay on your back. You're gonna toggle your feet about hip width, mat width apart, a little wider than your hips. And you're gonna rock your knees side to side. This always feels so good on my hips and low back at the end of an exercise. Good job, guys. Let's go 2 more. And when you're done with that, you can roll on your side, rock and roll up. And that is the end of our week 7 flow. I hope that you feel like you worked your muscles and you're feeling really good now. I will see you next time. Thanks.